And Colin, hope you are well. So as you can see on the screen, these are your figures for the last 30 days. So what I notice most on these figures is the cost per conversion is slightly higher than the average of all the other offices, which is usually around £5. It's not the worst. There are ones that are sort of £12–15 per conversion, and that seems to vary from area to area. However, here's some good news for you. Since we've made some quite heavy changes a couple of weeks ago, that seems to have improved massively. So I'm just going to change the top corner here. Let's just close that quickly. So I'm just going to change the top corner here to the last 2 weeks. So if we go and look, so just bearing in mind that's £8.96 now, 35 conversions. If we then change that to the last 14 days to see how we've been performing more recently, it changes to 23 conversions, that's £5.96. So again, in and around that £5 mark where I really like to be on most of the accounts. So that's the good news. I've looked at the recommendations. There aren't any other recommendations I will be making for now. We're not going to raise the budget. The Google tag issue, there's not an issue there. I've tested that, so I'm actually going to dismiss that now. Put other. So the only other thing I want to show you quickly, just out of interest really for you, so you know what I'm doing in keywords. I'm doing a lot of work in keywords at the moment, and the work I'm doing is I'm having a look first of all how many conversions we're getting out of each phrase. House valuation is the most popular phrase on most of the accounts that I manage, which is nearly 20 now. Most of them are house valuation. And that's costing £5.51 per conversion. Now, let me show you straight away. I've spotted this one here. This one is the value of my home. So because that's quite a low volume search, out of the 18 people that have clicked on it, someone has taken an instant valuation, but that's cost us £18.82. So you can see how very quickly, once we remove that, which I'm going to do now, we're going to remove that one. So remove that phrase, confirm, because we don't want to pay £18.82 for a conversion. So that's why we're removing it. And then the other thing that I'll look at as well is either broad match or a more specific match. So and in these, and this will take a bit longer, so I won't do it on video, but within these phrases, we can have a look at a broad match, so that if someone types in what is the valuation of my house, they get it. But in some, you want the exact phrase to save money. So you've got phrase match and exact match. So we might change some. We won't change it to exact match, because then if someone does type in what is the valuation of my house, it won't come up. So the phrase match, something to do with that phrase. So if that phrase valuation of house is in there, it will come up when someone puts in what is the valuation of my house. I hope that makes sense. So that's the kind of thing I'll be looking at now, and you know, we'll probably have a look at search terms. So there are a few more things that we'll have a look at. Here's some search terms as well to get stuck into. Zoopla house prices is one of them that sometimes I leave in, sometimes I don't. But anyway, look, as a positive, the cost per conversion has been much better over the last 2 weeks. So I'm going to make a few more changes, and hopefully that's then going to carry on. So there you go, last 2 weeks, 23 conversions, where we were getting only 30 odd for the whole month, and £5.96. And so from the time that you got me to manage the account, we've had a very good increase in results. And that's it for today. I hope this has been helpful, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks guys, cheers.